Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Natoya and I'm here to help you start budget traveling. So in this video guys, I'm going to share with you all the things you need to pack for Croatia. So this list is not a list of bunch of obvious things you need to pack for Croatia like sunscreen or packing cubes or t-shirts and shorts or whatever. These are the things that I came up with after traveling 6 weeks in Croatia that I found difficult to find over here, or things that I feel like you should just purchase in the US to make your life way easier. But before we begin, make sure you download my checklist. It's in the description below to help you plan your first trip to Croatia. So this video is a part of my series, How to Budget Travel Croatia. I'll link that playlist above and I'll also link it below. So if you need some help planning your trip to Croatia and you're on a tight budget, be sure to check out that playlist. And everything I'm mentioning in this video, I'll link it in the description. All right, so the first thing that you need to pack, the very most important thing you need to think about is having a debit or a credit card with a chip on it. So in Croatia, when you're paying for your service, you need to have a debit card that you tap or that you stick into the machine. So make sure your debit card has a chip because then you would have to rely on cash while traveling through Croatia. Next thing on debit cards, make sure that you can actually use your debit card in Croatia. So some debit card companies, a lot of the big ones, you cannot use your debit card here in Croatia. So for example, Chime, you cannot use it here. I think Varo is the same thing. And I was definitely relying on my Chime card here in Croatia. And I don't know what happened, but somehow I learned that I cannot use my Chime card here. So make sure that your debit card, you're able to use it here in Croatia. The next thing you need to pack for Croatia is proper walking shoes. So when you're traveling in the old town, like the old town of Dubrovnik, Zadar, or Split, like Diocletian's Palace, the tiles on the floor is so slippery. Like when I was planning my trip to Croatia, I heard that the floors are very slippery, but trust me, it is really slippery. Make sure you pack proper shoes with a proper grip so you don't fall, because I almost fell so many times walking around the old cities. I have to admit, the shoes I packed for Croatia were mostly based on the style and kind of comfort, but mostly the style, and they did not have the best grip. So don't make that mistake I made. Be sure to pack proper walking shoes if you're planning on walking a lot. So the next thing you need to pack is proper water shoes. So as you probably know by now, the beaches in Croatia, they don't have the typical sand. They have pebbles or rocks, whatever, little stones. They have those on the beach, and do not underestimate these rocks. They hurt like crazy. And then when you're walking into the water, it hurts like crazy. And I was struggling to get into the water, and all of that could have been solved if I had packed water shoes. And guess what? I read online to pack water shoes because of the beaches, and I still didn't do it. But I'm here to tell you, pack those water shoes because they hurt so bad walking into the beach. And to continue with the beach, you also need something thick and proper to lay on when you're on the beach, because again, you're sitting on rocks. So be sure to get some kind of thick beach blanket or a thick towel to lay on when you're at the beach, because again, those rocks are deadly. The next thing you need to pack in Croatia is a light luggage that you can carry. Do not overpack when you're coming here to Croatia, because you are going to have to carry everything. And I stayed at a lot of Airbnbs here in Croatia, and many of them did not have elevators, mostly because they didn't have many levels. So most of them didn't have elevators. But even walking up 3 or 2 flights of stairs with my oversized luggage was a pain in the butt. So not only do you have to worry about stairs, carrying your luggage up the stairs, Croatia is very hilly, and you would have to drag that luggage up those, like mini hills. Drag those luggage up the hills. It's still a pain in the butt, especially if you're here in the summer. So when you're deciding what luggage to pack for Croatia, pack light. Do not buy a huge luggage for Croatia. You probably are not going to use half of the things that you pack. I didn't use half of the things that I packed. So my number one tip is pack as much as you could carry. And the best way to do that is to get a smaller luggage, because you'll have to pack less. The next thing you need to pack for Croatia is a luggage scale. So it doesn't matter what airline you're going on. I know for a fact that you're allowed a certain amount of weight. So if you're like me, you want some souvenirs for your friends and family, You have to make sure that your baggage fits the requirement for your airline, especially if it's a budget European airline like Ryanair, EasyJet. They're so strict with their weight allowance. So make sure you have a scale so that you can quickly measure your bags to make sure that you have the right weight. The next thing you need to pack is an adapter. Because the plugs are different in Croatia, you simply need an adapter to put on top of your devices so you can plug it in. And I recommend getting an adapter for each one of the plugs that you have. So for example, my computer has a plug, my phone has a different one, and my AirPods have one. So make sure you have an adapter for each of those, because it's kind of annoying to have to always get your adapter and pull it off and stick it onto the other plug. So just make sure you have at least one for each of your plugs, and they're so cheap. And remember, to use an adapter, you need to have the same voltage frequency that's used in Croatia, and I'll link that in the description below. But chances are your device already comes with a voltage converter. So for example, your laptop plug does, your cell phone plug does, and that's the only way that you can use the adapter. Now, if your device does not come with a voltage converter, so for example, my flat iron doesn't come with a voltage converter, or a curling iron doesn't, you'll need to buy a voltage converter. And the voltage converter will convert the voltage to what's used in Croatia. So you simply stick your device into the voltage converter and plug the voltage converter in to an outlet. It's very simple. So all you have to do is check your device to see if it comes with a voltage converter. Chances are it does, and you can save on buying a voltage converter. The next thing you need to pack for Croatia is a reusable water bottle. And this is also so important if you're traveling in the summer and it's super duper hot. So the water is safe to drink in Croatia. So do yourself a favor, save your money, and don't buy the water from the store, because the water is safe and it doesn't have like a funny taste like some of the water in the United States, like in Florida. It does not have a funny taste. It tastes like normal water. The next thing you need to pack is a reusable bag when grocery shopping. In Croatia, you have to pay for bags, for plastic bags, when grocery shopping. So save some money. It's not very much, but just save some money and pack a cloth bag that you can fold tightly and stick in your luggage or stick wherever, and just take out when you're ready to go grocery shopping. The next thing you need to pack, and this is for the ladies, is tampons. It's so difficult to find tampons in Croatia. I literally went to one store and I seen tampons. So it's not like they're not here. They are here in Croatia. It's just it's not sold in many places. So pack your tampons when traveling to Croatia. So the last thing you need to pack for Croatia is your favorite painkiller. Mine is Advil. I didn't go out looking for Advil because I packed my Advil, but I found that unlike in the United States, where you can get painkillers everywhere, in the gas station or in this grocery store, in any corner store, it's not like that in Croatia. You need to go to a pharmacy to get painkillers. So just do yourself a favor and pack your favorite painkillers, because chances are they won't have the typical American brands that you would find all over in the US. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Be sure to check out that playlist linked in the description on how to plan a trip to Croatia on a budget. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell notification so you can be alerted whenever I make a new video. Bye.